I'm Jo Elvin and this is Palace Confidential. Well, normally this is where I tell you we're recording from the heart of Kensington, the scene of royalty, but we're all on lockdown, so I'm afraid I'm welcoming you today to my living room. But don't worry, we still have all the latest royal news for you. Here's what you've got to look forward to today. As more news emerges of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's plans post-Megxit, we ask, who is picking up the bill? As Prince Charles recovers from coronavirus, we'll bring you the latest. And Robert Hardman takes a deep dive into one of the Queen's favourite annual events, the Maundy Service. It's that pair again. Harry and Meghan had barely set foot in LA when Donald Trump announced he would not be picking up the bill for their security, and apparently Prince Charles will be doing that. The whole situation did get us wondering though, what does it take to do security detail for a royal? And we have expert Richard Aitch here to fill us in on that.
If you put COVID-19 to one side, just for 1 minute, it has to be said without exception that the couple would be headlining the news at this present moment in time. They're all over the world, the media are going to be all over them, and not only that, they're going to be a target from so many outlets. It's going to be a huge headache for any security that's going to be provided for them. So when you include Meghan and Archie, and the manpower for each residence as well, day and night routines, rotations, and so on, you could be talking in excess of 50 people. If this is a government-led operation, you have the law on your side. So in terms of travel, you'll be able to control traffic flow. You could close roads. You have uniformed assets at your disposal. You can vet anyone coming into the specific venue. Within the private sector, you are not able to control your speed on the route, control other traffic flow. You can't close roads. And this in itself is a huge headache for any security operation within the private sector. The law is not on your side. The problems that could be experienced within the private sector in terms of not having the law on their side, the access to firearms, the legality of them, that in itself, the response. I mean, we're not just talking about concealed carry weapons permits in the States, where it's just handgun predominantly. But if you compare that to a government-led operation, you're talking about rifles, semi-automatic rifles in the vehicles. The operation isn't really going to be intelligence-led. Within a government operation, you have a flow from diverse agencies concerning intelligence, always incoming. This intelligence being assessed and being monitored by surveillance organisations, drilling down to conversations, chitter-chatter on the net, and what's going on, discussions on planning attacks and so on. All of this is going to be missing in the private sector. Security is very much a balance between ensuring that their lives are as smooth as possible, without fanfare, without intrusion into their personal lifestyle. And don't forget, this couple, they want to lead normal lives as possible. That is the whole reason of moving from the public limelight within the royal service to leading a more of a private life. If there's media outside their property, for instance, then it's the deployment of decoys. So other vehicles going out, people dressed up as them, get the media away from them. They need to retain government protection as much as possible. If not, then at least have some of government level input into the protection of them. I really do fear for the couple if they go down the route of 100% private sector security with no government oversight.
Well, staying with the Sussexes for a moment, there's been a lot of questionably timed talk about setting up their charitable foundation this week.